Hello traders, this is binaryoptions.net.au and today we're going to teach you how to trade with the Parabolic SAR. First of all, we need to understand what the Parabolic SAR is. The SAR follows price so it can be considered as a trend indicator. Trend is up when the indicator is below price and the trend is down when the indicator is above price. You need to know that the indicator is plotted as dots above and below price. The step or accelerator factor dictates the SRI sensitivity. The step increases at the end of the trend until it hits the maximum. And the SAR sensitivity can be decreased by increasing the step. You need to be careful with this because if you increase the step and by doing so decrease the sensitivity of the SAR, this means that the dots will step away or go further back from price, making the reversals a little laggy. This is what the indicator looks like on your chart. As you can see here on the right of the chart, on the left of the chart, I'm sorry, price is going in an uptrend and the indicator is below price. When price reverses, the indicator is plotted above price, so you can actually see or visually see what the main trend is. Now, the first signal we're going to view is the reversal signal. Using the Parabolic SAR to day trade binary options by analyzing short-term time frames will give you more than enough setups if you monitor several markets. A signal to buy calls is at the end of a downtrend when price crosses above the Parabolic SAR. And a signal to buy puts at the end of an uptrend is when price crosses below the Parabolic SAR. Here's an example of a reversal signal using the Parabolic SAR. As you can see, we are in a clear downtrend because price is trading below, or the indicator is plotted above price. When price crosses above the SAR, you can see that we actually have a trend reversal, and we can actually buy calls when this signal appears. This is, however, the contrary. We are in an uptrend and price starts to stall or starts to trade in a very narrow range. When price breaks below the Parabolic SAR, you can actually see that we have a reversal, and this was actually a top on the uptrend. So this is basically how you trade reversals with the Parabolic SAR. And as I already told you, if you use the 50-minute chart and monitor several markets, let's say you're monitoring 2 currency pairs, 3 stocks, and a stock index, you will have more than enough short-term trading opportunities in your hands. And the second way to trade with the Parabolic SAR is to trade with the trend. And this is basically one hidden aspect of the Parabolic SAR. Using the Parabolic SAR to trade the trend is easy, and the signals are the same when counter trend trading. A signal to buy calls in an uptrend, prices crosses above the Parabolic SAR after a correction, and a signal to buy puts is in a downtrend when price crosses below the Parabolic SAR after a correction. Now let's see an example. You can see here that we are in a clear uptrend because the Parabolic SAR is being plotted below price action. But when we hit this high right here and we start to make a correction, but because remember that when price is trending, we always get corrections to be able to either buy the dip in an uptrend or sell the rally in a downtrend. But in this case, we are in an uptrend, so after price starts to correct and hits this low, you can see that when price crosses above the Parabolic SAR, or the SAR that was plotted on the top of the correction, we have a signal to buy calls and to get on with the main trend. On the contrary, in a downtrend, we have a signal to buy puts when price crosses below the Parabolic SAR after a correction to the upside. You can see that we are in a downtrend. Then price hits this low and starts to correct. The Parabolic SAR is plotted to the downside of price because we are moving immediately up on a correction of the main move. When price crosses below the parabolic SAR, we have a signal to buy puts on this instrument to get on with the main trend. Now let's go to the charts and let's see if we can get some nice entries on the 50-minute chart as well as on the 5-minute chart for all of you who day trade, and we're going to review also the 1-hour chart for day traders that trade the end of day expirations. Okay, traders, we're back. So, and here we have the Euro US dollar, the GBP US dollar, the US dollar Canadian dollar, and the crude futures chart. And let's do something we haven't done yet, and let's analyze the crude futures chart on a daily time frame. But first of all, let's start with the Euro US dollar 50-minute chart, okay? And before we start, we're going to teach you how to plot the parabolic SAR on your charts, right? The first thing you do is you go to the plus sign and you go to trend. And here you can see that you have the parabolic SAR indicator. You have a step of 001 and a maximum of 02 as your default settings, and we recommend that you use these settings, okay? Now the first thing you do is with trading solely with the parabolic SAR is that you go and determine the main trend. You can see here that the main move is down, and right here it seems that we have hit a bottom, okay? Price seems to be bottoming right here. So what we are going to do right now is we're going to plug in some levels, okay? Remember, plugging in levels is what you need to do. I mean, you can only trade with the indicator in your hands, but you need levels in order for you to visualize where price might react positively or negatively, okay? In this case, we have a previous low here, which is an area of resistance, okay? Of support, I mean. And we broke below and we made some kind of a W pattern, okay? We are in a downtrend. Then right here we cross very harshly with the parabolic SAR as well as with the level of support, okay? Now this might have been a clear signal to buy calls on a trend reversal, but the thing about this is that there was no continuation to the upside, and you will have to actually trade the rebounds of the area of support. But right now we are just looking at parabolic SAR setups. So here we don't have one. As you can see here, we are in a downtrend, and every time we break below the parabolic SAR after a correction, we have a signal to buy puts. In this case, let's go to this last case right here, okay? We had a correction to the upside, we had a rejection of this level because we have a double wick to the upside, and then we broke with this parabolic SAR, and then when we broke to the downside, we have the entry right here when this candle closes on the 50-minute chart, okay? If we are trading the 50-minute chart, we can, off the 50-minute chart, of course, that we can use an end of day, an hourly or 2-hour expiration option. If we use the hourly expiration, we would have ended in the money, okay? And if we go further back, we can see that actually here, this is the 50-minute chart on an uptrend. You can see clearly here that after the retracements, we have clear signals to buy calls on an uptrend, okay? So this is the 50-minute chart. Just imagine if you're monitoring, let's say 5 or 6 markets at the same time, and you're getting these signals, okay? You will have more than enough in your hands to go and trade these daily binary options. And this is just the Euro US dollar 50-minute chart, okay? And the thing about this is that, of course, you need to plot in your levels, okay? Let's say that here you see that price is basing, okay? So you plot an horizontal line. and you see that we have highs right here. Okay, so you can see that clearly after this uptrend we are inside of a range. Remember that the parabolic SAR doesn't work too well in ranging market. This is why we wait for trending markets to trade the trend or to counter trend trade, because if you see here, I mean, we have a break below the parabolic SAR, but this trade would have actually expired out of the money as well. Well, this one will have expired in the money, but we are still in the ranging market. Okay, so you need to take the highest probability setup possible in order uh, for this indicator to be profitable. Now let's go to a daily chart, so you can see that you can actually say, swing trade with the parabolic SAR2. Okay, so this is the GBP USD daily chart, and if you're patient enough to swing trade currencies, you can see that if we put in some levels right here, for instance, you can see that price stopped in here once, twice, and then broke to the upside. Okay, now after this correction or deep correction to the downside, we wait for the signal that we have crossed above the parabolic SAR. Okay, but since we have such a strong zone of resistance, we wait until we break with this resistance as well as with the parabolic SAR. So this is a signal to buy calls in a long-term trade for the GBP USD or cable. Okay, so this is on a longer time frame. We already saw the shorter time frame. Now let's watch and see if we can actually day trade oil with the parabolic SAR, and I will teach you how to do it right now. The same thing applies here, guys. Okay, just check out this reversal that we had here. Okay, always draw your levels. You need to draw your levels and your significant highs and lows. Okay, and here we are in a downtrend. Okay, in a very clear down move and very massive aggressive down move. Okay, now we hit this area of consolidation, and here we have a break above the parabolic SAR, but price failed to break this high right here. Remember that I mean, you can only take blind signals of the indicators, but the really important thing that you need to do is take notice of the levels in the market that are being broken and that are holding. In this case, we have the clear signal of buying calls when price breaks above this high. We already had the parabolic SAR crossing, and then we have the indicator being plotted below price action, and when we cross this trend line, we actually have a signal to buy calls, and we are now in an uptrend, guys. Okay, we are now in an uptrend, and here we start to correct. Now in this case, we have a fake signal, because we have a move to the upside and then an aggressive move to the downside. Remember that when trading commodities such as oil, these markets are very sensitive to news from central banks, or in the case of crude oil, the world oil reserves. So this might have been a spike on a news and a retracement of the same news, and yeah, we might have had a bad signal here, but when we get a crossover the entire correction, we have a signal to buy calls. Remember to always draw your levels, and you can see here that we moved all the way up. We come back and retest this level before moving all the way up here, and here we have another signal to buy calls when this correction ends at this low right here. And as you can see, the price came all the way back down to test this low again and broke with the parabolic SAR right here. So here I wouldn't recommend actually this signal as as a buy call signals. Why? Because we might have hit an end of the trend. Why? Because we are actually testing the same lows here, and we are making lower highs. So you have to be, in order to learn how to trade with the parabolic SAR, you have to be very noticeable of the main trends, the levels that are in play, and the highs and the lows that are being broken. But if you practice enough, you will get there.